What can I say once again? Welcome to the biggest Pan-African television across the global world, Voice of London Television. My name is Nana Osagyeo, presiding over affairs this particular section. And tonight we've got loads of stuff for you. Indeed, we've got a great interview with the great Ghanaian representative of the TUC. He will be with us later on during the program. Initially, we'll be talking to Dr. Pipra Jemfi, who is executive producer of the Legacy Africa film, and that's a Pan-African biopic family film, indeed. And those of you with us, I'm talking about the whole global world, there are free tickets to be given away. And so make sure when I come in with a questionnaire, you'll be able to, once you get the questions right, you get yourself a great ticket. And you can join us this Friday, the 3rd of September, and then the Saturday, the 4th of September, at the Hackney Picture Houses Cinema, which is directly opposite the Hackney Council. That is 270 Mayor Street. Yes, so before we go to the nitty-gritty of today's program, I want to actually acknowledge our social media audiences worldwide. Over 16.7 thousand at a time. That's a lot of audiences and still climbing. And we wish to acknowledge them because they've been very, very part of our projects and part of the channel and the flagship. We also wish to thank the engineers as usual. Without them, we cannot be able to bring these beautiful programs to you. Let me remind each and everyone that we'll also be talking to Dr. Pipra Jemfi before we move on to the questionnaire of the biopic film itself. We'll also be expecting our beautiful lady in the person of Lady Julie to be bringing us up-to-date news bulletin from Mother Africa to keep us abreast with the Pan-African affairs worldwide. Yes, so without further ado, my name is Nana Osagyeo Dasibre Kuntunkunuku Sasraku Ikpelikpeje Zangbazanda de Patakari Nana Nyankupon Nikosia. You better believe it. Yes, sir, the reincarnated Kwame Nkrumah, and Kwame Nkrumah never dies. And the show continues on unabated. Yes, sir, that's how I like to do it, making sure that Africa takes back what belongs to Mother Africa. Please make sure you share, you like, you comment, and of course, subscribe so that we move the whole project to a different dimension. Let me go straight away and welcome Dr. Pipra Jemfi to give us a bit of a synopsis of the Africa, Legacy Africa, before to kickstart us with the Legacy Africa. So, Doctor, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much, Nana.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm feeling great. You know, I live in the Midlands. That's the Midlands, the central area of England. So I'm in the center.
That's great. That's great. And let me go and welcome some of our audiences who are not on the social media, but they've joined us through the Zoom. Let me welcome my own John Kessie. My own Mr. Kessie, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Nana.
Yes, and how was your day, Sir Kessie?
Well, a bit busy today, but yeah, it's okay.
Great stuff, great stuff. Let me go to Dr. John Mensah. Dr. John Mensah, welcome to the show.
Yeah, okay. Fine, thank you, and good evening to you and my fellow partners. It's a great pleasure to join you.
Great stuff. And as more people join us, we have Julie also on the line, Lady DeLove. Lady DeLove, how are you? Okay, she hasn't muted. She hasn't unmuted yet. She's still muted. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, easy, Lady DeLove. How are you?
I'm good by His grace. How are you?
Oh, we are fine. And we are so grateful you've joined us and that you're going to give us some wonderful synopsis of the news bulletin from that part of the world, Mother Africa. And this month, today is the 1st of October. It is a Black History Month, and we are loving it. Yes, Pan-Africanism has taken a new twist because people like yourself, myself, Dr. Cassie, and everybody without melanin pigments, it doesn't even matter because I know history tells us, and science also tells us, biology tells us, and we have top 2 doctors here on a program and also as a guest. So I'm sure if I'm not telling the truth about science, they will expose me.
Okay, Nana, may I interject? Everybody has got a degree of melanin pigment, and the melanin pigment is there to protect the body, the skin against ultraviolet rays from the sun. And so it depends on the degree of exposure. So I think because Almighty God sent us to the hot climate, that is why our melanocytes, which produce a pigment, have become more active over the years. So our counterparts in the temperate zones where they are not having much exposure to the sunshine, their melanocytes became somehow dormant. They are not producing that degree of melanin. But when they get exposed to the sunshine, when they lie in the sun, and that was one of my cultural shocks when I came to Germany, finding people lying in the sun for hours just to get a tan of their skin. So you see that their melanocytes are still active. So when they are exposed to the sunshine, then they get some tan. I hope you get what I mean.
Yes, we get it. But that's exactly what I was saying, that we thank God that the Pan-African worldwide is for every humanity, because every color actually comes from black, which is a major pigmentation, a major color. And I know that my doctors on the panel, if I get anything wrong, they're going to expose me. So I've got to be careful with my science.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes. And at least I know my A-level science wouldn't let me down. At least the periodic table. And I remember I used to recite this mnemonics. Hydrogen, he likes being boastful, cause no new nation. I like fighting around King Calcium. So when I say hydrogen, I know it's the H. Helium likes lithium. So I used to have that to do my A-level science. So at least we have a little background, and anytime I err, my experts in medicine will definitely correct it, and we'll move forward. So it's Black History Month, and we are celebrating it in big style. And we also have the powerful, that is Legacy Africa. This is a powerful film that was written by Dr. Pripra Jemfi, and he produced it himself, financed it himself as the executive producer, and played the lead role of Legacy Africa with Global Village Productions. And so Dr. Pripra Jemfi has done very, very well, and we would like to applaud him indeed. So, Doctor, well done with the film that you've produced. And we also thank you for the giveaway tickets tonight. And so if people can answer the questions that I have. They are very simple questions. Anybody that gets the correct answer wins a ticket, And so we'll be dealing with that. But before we do that, Doc, let me go back to the love, our own very beautiful Obapa Julie. Obapa Julie, once again, welcome.
Thank you, Nana.
Yes. Hey, we voice here. Would be kuye wo landing how?
Nana, Seattle, how? Nana, Porto, Seattle.
All right, Matthias here. All right, so Obapa Julie is the representative of Parliament, a reporter at the Parliament House in Ghana. And we all know the Organization of African Unity was started by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Today it is the AU. In future, I pray that I can advocate for the AU to be changed to back to the OAU. These are some of the things that I think we should be advocating for. Why am I saying that? Why should President Kufuor come into office in 2000 and then 2002, OAU was changed to AU? I feel there's a false play there, and I believe that Kwame Nkrumah cannot be, eradicated from history because Kwame Nkrumah never dies. And Kwame Nkrumah's OAU should come back instead of the AU. If we have the EU, we don't need to have the AU as copycats to be advocated by the far-right conservative NPP political party. Yes, that is my take. This is personal. And so we'll have another time during the show in future to talk about these things. And it will be the same for the former Ghana International Airport, Accra International Airport. It's Accra International Airport. That was changed to Kotoka International Airport. The man that led the coup in Ghana to overthrow Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in 1966. And I think that why should Ghana name that airport as Kotoka International Airport? The man that derailed the progress of Africa, the progress of the black man, and since then, Ghana and Africa has never been the same. So this is another advocacy that I'll be advocating for the name of the Kotoka International Airport to be changed into Accra International Airport. I never said it should be changed to Kwame Nkrumah International Airport because people might say I'm being biased, and so we can stick with the former name Accra International Airport. Because what I've noticed, anytime I'm traveling to the US or going to Africa or Europe and I tap ACC, Accra International Airport comes straight away. It doesn't really give me the Kotoka, it gives you the Accra. So I think it's imperative some of us will advocate for that name to come back instead of the Kotoka, because the Kotoka name reminds us of a very dark years for Africa. All right, so great stuff. We've lost Julie. We're going to get her back to give a report quickly. Let me go to Doctor. Doctor, before you give your brief synopsis of the Legacy Africa, I have a quick announcement. Yes, we have the Sierra Leonean community in the UK. Yes, they are having Vicky Fona Royal Elegant Tea Party. This is taking place on the 25th of October 2025 from 5 p.m. till 2 a.m. at the Sebi Center, Sebi Road, Tottenham, London, N17 AJL. That is North London. And so it's £60 standard, £100 VIP with luxury gift and bag. The event is for a fundraising dinner and dance to address the destitute issues in Sierra Leone and also the orphanages and breast cancer in Sierra Leone. So please come in your numbers to support the Sierra Leonean event. This is also a Pan-African event, so it's for all of us, not just for the Sierra Leoneans. You can check the QR code, Eventbrite for your tickets, okay? And the QR code will give you all the details. Once again, the big film, never before. This is the biggest film ever. Legacy Africa, like I said, Dr. Pipra Jemfi, the biopic film, the Pan-African biopic family film for all. And this is taking place this coming Friday and Saturday at the Hackney Picture Houses. That is 270 Mill Street, London E8 1HE. £15. Very affordable for each and everybody. 7 p.m. prompt, but you can be there for 6 o'clock to enjoy the traditional and the red carpet picture taking with the celebrities and the cast. So, Doctor, once again, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Nana. Thank you.
Great. Briefly give us a brief synopsis of the film itself and what drove you to really take on this big mantle, and by God's grace, you've actually fulfilled this ambition, and it's actually come to life. Very well done. Kudos to your elbow. Dr. Pipra Jemfi is actually an author, a writer, of course. He's also an activist for Pan-Africanism, and is a medical doctor of no means repute. Top physician, and we thank you so much for having you. Doc, let's go with your...
Okay, thank you very much, Nana. Okay, the film, before I talk briefly about the film, I want to talk briefly about the two books that preceded the film. So, I came to Europe in 1982, and after staying in Europe for almost 40 years, and based on Kwame Nkrumah's ideologies of African unity, my main concern is the poverty of Africa. So all my thoughts is how to eliminate poverty. So so I wrote these two books, and the ideas were not new. They were all based on Nkrumah's ideas of coming up with the same army where you can save a lot of costs, you can save a lot of money for the poor, the destitute of Sodom and Gomorrah in Ghana, Ajengule in Lagos. So I wrote these two books, and I was advocating for cost cutting to reduce reduction of our embassies, doing everything together as Africans and to save money. So on the birthday of Nkrumah in the year 2023, September 21, 2023, I went to Ghana to launch the books. But the reception was not very good. So I decided not to just to let ideas got stuck in the pages of the book. So I decided then to do a film out of the books. So then came the Legacy African book. So in this Legacy Africa, I meet two youngsters of African heritage in London, and we moved to a cafeteria to talk about some of the problems of Africa. And as we do so, we project images of the suffering and the mismanagement in Africa. So at the end of the day, I address the youth of Africa to work towards through integrity, hard work, rule of law, to uplift Africa from poverty.
Well, what can I say? And of course, Doctor has written over 50 books to his credit, and we applaud you for that. And I can see, I have a couple of the books, and of course, he says, medical doctor turned film producer cum actor, plus activist, plus an evangelist. Doctor, your title there, I'm going to write to, to the King's office for you to be awarded an OBE or MBE because you deserve it. Well done. And once
Thank you
again,
very much.
elbow. Yeah. So, all roads leads to the venue that is Hackney Picture Houses, which is coming on this Friday and Saturday. Those of you watching me on the social media handles, you are all welcome. I know some of you will be typing your messages, and so your messages are all welcome. I can't read everything because we are hard pressed with time, but I'll do my best. Now, those of you send me the message for the ticket or the question I ask, if you give me the answer, I'll do the list and then give it to doctor, and then we can get you the ticket, because I know we can't hear your voice, but we can have what you write down. So that's not a problem. Okay. So let's go straight away because we are hard pressed with time. We also have the news bulletin by Lady Julie Obapa to discuss about Pan-Africanism as well. And so let's go straight away and then do the questionnaire. Or should we do the news before the questionnaire? Doc, what do you think?
Okay. How long will the news take?
Okay, I think let's about 40 minutes or so.
Well, let's do the questionnaire. Well, let's go with the momentum. So let's do the questionnaire.
Okay, so great stuff. And also the film Legacy Africa, we have a leading lady who also played a role in the James Bond film. She's part of the cast. She's also Harry Potter actress and many, many other films in the person of Bridget Milner. And so this is a powerful film that every Tom, Dick, and Harry has to make sure it comes to watch. All right, so Dr. JB, are you hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, my own Cassie, you hanging in there?
Yeah.
Great stuff. All right, thank you so much, guys, and our beautiful lady, and all of you watching worldwide on the channels and also on the social media handles. Let's go for the questionnaire because I don't think we've got enough time, because we also have one of the ministers, a TUC representative of a Greek, that will be coming on the show from 9 o'clock exactly. So we've got just about 5-10 minutes. So let's do the questionnaire and then see who we need to give the tickets to. All right, so straight away, let me get the questions out as usual. Yes, that is paper. Yes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching me on social media, I know I can't hear you, but please, please, please type in your answer so that, and then we pick up your name and then your answer, and then when you come to the door, we can give you the ticket because we've only got 2 days. So if we say we're going to post it to you, it might delay in the post. So what we want to do is that we're going to take the name and then we're going to put your name at the door, and so that when you come at the door, you can pick your tickets, and that will be fantastic. Okay, so let's go now. Question number 1. This is the Legacy Africa quiz, okay, in association with the Legacy Africa film, the official release, and also the London, United Kingdom premiere, showing coming Friday and Saturday, okay? Hackney Picture House, 270 Mare Street, London, E81HE, directly opposite the Hackney Council. So, question 1. When was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah born? Any of you on the social media and the panelists, those of you watching on the channel, text me your answers, or those of you on the Zoom, you can tell me what the answer is, and I've got my pen and paper. I'll definitely take your name down and definitely leave your name at the door. Once again, the question is, when was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah born? Who wants to go? I'm monitoring the social media handles as well. And so is those of you on the Zoom as well. Yes. When was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah born? The first president of Ghana. What date, what year, and what month? Anybody want to go for that? Any response? Any response? Social media handles? Those watching on the channels, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yes, I'm getting some responses on the social media handles. Yes. Okay, those of you on the Zoom, any of you want to take it on?
Yeah.
Yes,
21st,
me.
21st,
Hey,
21st of September.
September
wait.
1909.
Wait. No.
21st September 1909.
Okay, don't talk over each other. Let's come again, Julie. Yes.
21st September 1909.
And then, are you sure?
Very sure.
Okay, let me check doctor's answer because I haven't come out with the answer yet. Doctor, you were saying something. What was your answer?
That's the answer I was going to
Are you
give.
referring to
So.
me?
Come again?
Are you referring to me? Oh, yes, yeah, the same thing, yeah. 21st September 1909, that's the date.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course, that's the date.
Okay, we are going to go straight to Dr. Piprajefi to confirm the
You
answer.
know, Nana, I was going to say the same thing, right?
Hey, so you are also going for 21st September, right?
Yep.
Okay, 1909. Let me check the social. Whoa. Okay, we've got some differing answers on the social media handles. But, Doc, can you and I both confirm the answer to them?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go, Doc. What is the answer? We want the date, the month, and the year.
Yes, the 21st September 1909.
Oh, well done.
Yay! Nana, I've won.
Who's going to win the ticket? Because we got two correct answers.
Yes. No, we got 3 because
Okay.
John Kessie also answered correctly. And then we have the social media handles one. I'll send you the names when the program is done. Okay, so second question. You can pick a smart ticket and bring your friends, family members as well. Okay, what was the birthplace of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? Can you give me your answers? Social media. Yeah, who is that? Doc.
In Crawford, in Western region.
You said in Crawford. Wait, let me write Crawford.
In Crawford.
Western.
Yeah. It's in Western region,
Yes.
Ghana, yes. It's
Are
around
you
in
sure?
Then
Zimbabwe.
Gold Coast.
Are you
Nana.
also?
Yes, in Crawford, Western region, the then Gold Coast.
Hey, today Julie asked me. All right.
Someone trying to
So let me check the social media handle and see the way people are typing. It's not easy. Social media for Romanian. Okay. So let's go to Doctor for Doctor and I to confirm the answer. Doc, the birthplace of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes, in Crawford. Crawford in the Western region.
In
Yes,
Crawford.
correct.
It's
NKRO.
correct. In Crawford, Nana.
Yes. So we've got Kessie, we've got Julie and Doc all winning, including the social media. I know some are giving some different answers, but those that have got the answer correct, your names will be put down as well. Great. Okay, let's go to the third question quickly before we go with the honorable member of the TUC, our live interview, and Julie will also give us the news bulletin from the motherland. Okay, prior to becoming an independent state, Ghana used to be known as what? Answers: Slave Coast, Diamond
Coast.
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast.
Julie? All of you going for Gold Coast?
Yeah.
Gold Coast, yeah.
Okay, let me get my confirmation from Doctor, but let me check the social media handles. People are typing, okay. All right, Doc.
Yes, correct. The Gold Coast.
Wow.
Yeah. Nana, yeah.
Wow. You guys are very, very intelligent, man. Okay, fourth question. Which African leader is quoted as saying, "We face neither east nor west"? And then he went on to say, we face forward. Which African leader said that? Who?
That'll be Nkrumah.
Nkrumah. Okay. Julie. Hello, Julie.
Nkrumah.
And Mr. Cassie.
Yep, Nkrumah.
Nkrumah. Let me check my social media handles as they continue to type. You can fast social media. Hey, Doc. What is the answer, Doc?
Yeah, of course. Osagyeo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said that.
Wow, fourth question. Okay, quickly, let's go to the fifth question. Because of time, let me rush it through.
Yeah.
Which European city hosted the conference to partition Africa? This is a deep one. Listen carefully. Which European city hosted the conference to partition Africa?
Berlin. Berlin.
Berlin.
Yeah, Berlin.
And where is the Berlin?
Germany.
Woo. Okay, are you sure? Because we are not sure.
Berlin.
Yeah.
Germany,
Yeah.
18.
I think it's Germany, yeah.
Then I want to add a year.
Okay.
Give me a 40 something.
Yeah, go on.
The next question is a year. So leave that alone. The next question is a year.
Yeah, Julie, don't worry. Add a year. Let's see. What year do you think?
Hey, Nana, it's 1984.
1984, yeah.
No.
I started though. Is it 18?
Debbie,
Nana, wait.
you see, no, we take your first answer. 1984.
No, wait. It's 1874.
1874. Okay, we'll be checking that. And then, so the question is that which European city hosted the conference to partition Africa? You said Berlin. And then
Berlin in Germany.
Germany.
Okay, so Doc.
Yeah, that's correct. Berlin.
Berlin. Okay, clap for yourself. And then the year. Julia has given us the year. Doc.
No, it's 1884.
Oh,
That's question number 6.
Oh,
1884.
doctor, you are rushing too much.
I thought you have asked that question already.
No, because the social media people are typing and some of the girls haven't spoken and you are coming.
Oh, okay. Then apologies.
All right. Okay. So that question, Julie said 1984 and 1874, and then she said 1844. We'll still give it to Julie because at least she tried. And then Doctor and Cassie, they all get it. All right. Let's go to this interesting. I like the way the questions are formulated. Yeah.
Then you repeat it in the near future.
Yes, we do. It's very interesting. Okay, let's go to question number 6. Question number 7. In what year, it's a tough one, you know. In what year was Kofi Annan sworn in as the United Nations Secretary General? Anybody remember?
86.
You said 1996, yeah?
I think it's 96, you know, or 86. I don't know. I think it's one of those.
Okay.
98. Within one of those years. I'm not sure.
Okay, Julie, any idea? Okay, so we skip that question to check the social media before we come to Doctor again. Okay, so our social media, YouTube.
Nana.
Yes.
Nana.
It's 19. I think it was 1997.
1997.
Doc.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's 1997.
Yeah, it's true.
Nana.
Doctor,
It's
what?
true.
Yeah, it's correct. 1997.
Yeah.
Okay.
January.
Well done, guys. But Doc, I think we shouldn't give them this.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, Julie. Julie, we are listening to you.
Network.
Obapa. I know the network sometimes plays up. Okay, so Doc, I think it took time before they answered. So we're going to rule this one out. Okay, Question 8. Two more questions to go, yeah? Just two more.
Three. 1 to 3.
What is the capital of Nigeria?
Abuja.
Lagos.
Abuja. It's Abuja.
Oh shit! I got that.
Okay, so
It's
we have
Abuja.
Lagos and we have Abuja.
It's
I
Abuja.
don't know that.
It's Abuja. Yes.
Doc, wait. Doctor, don't rush through, please. Let me deal with the social media.
I got that wrong, man. Oh, damn it.
Okay. Okay, doctor.
Yes, Abuja is a capital. Lagos is a commercial capital, but politically, Abuja.
Okay. But Doc,
Commercial capital. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
Doctor, do you want to shed light on it? Because the capital used to be Lagos before it was.
Yeah, it used to be Lagos. I went to Nigeria in 1982. It was Lagos, and they decided at that time they made a decision to move it a bit more to the center because Lagos is on the coast. So those for the north, they have to travel all the distance to Lagos. So they decided to move to Abuja, which is more central.
All right. Okay. Last. No, we go question 9 and then question 10. In what year was the OAU formed? What year? Anybody want to take it on? Organization of 1963. Who else has any different answer? Social media handles? Yes.
What did you say? What what?
The
OAU.
OAU. What year was it formed?
1960. Is it 62? No.
What year was the OAU formed?
Nana,
I'd go for 62.
And this is the 3, I'm sure.
Nana, 1963.
63.
Said 1963.
Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, 1963.
19 in Addis Ababa.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Addis Ababa, 1963. On May, it is May 1963.
May 20,
Doc,
25th May 1963 in Addis Ababa.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well done to yourselves. And the last question, but not the list. And not the list. Let me just 1 second. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, the last question. It says, in what year was the OAU officially dissolved and replaced by the African Union? What year? Anybody? Social media handles? Thick and fast.
That was quite recent, but I don't know that date.
Okay, doctor.
2002.
2002, during the Kufuor era. And I said earlier, I had something to do. I don't know why Kufuor will come and change that, because that year, I think he was the head of the AU and was able to massage members to change the OAU to AU. And I don't understand up to today. All right.
Yeah.
So,
It is same
congratulations.
this one in Fred to compress because the European Union came together in the equality European Union. We also wanted to change Africans our to conform with the European standard, and that was very bad. You must believe in our uniqueness and our identity as Africans, not to copy names in Europe.
May I come in?
Come again?
Yeah, I want to make a contribution. When Osagyeo made the legendary speech, he was advocating for African Union straight away. But the other leaders went back and they couldn't agree with him. So they decided to form this organization, which is responsible for the thinking of making the African Union in the future. The organization which was set up to prepare for an African Union. So I think 2002, although that African Union has not materialized, they decided to say African Union, but that was the end goal. But end goal has not been achieved.
Okay, thank you so much, Doc. Congratulations to all of you, exclusively also to my social media handle audiences I've got the names down. Doctor will be issuing the tickets. We want to see you all on Friday at the Legacy Africa premiere, the Pan-African biopic of a family film, showing 3rd of October and 4th of October, 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets £15. Venue Acne Picture House, 270 Mill Street, London, E8 1HE. And the good news about the event venue is that all the buses from 106 to 53 to 54, 38, I tell you, I can mention a lot. They all go through the Mill Street. So make sure we see you there. Your names will all be left at the door. And beautiful, we appreciate you. Now, we have one of the biggest interviews with the TUC honorable member, who is a TUC member and head of the agriculture department. And so we need to talk to him and to see how they are going to make food as a security for that part of the world in Ghana and Africa. So before that, let's go straight to Julie, Obapa Julie, to give us a synopsis of that and brief headlines, and then we can go straight and speak to Honorable. Honorable Julie, let's go.
Nana, thank you to all our participants. This show has really been a lovely one. I wish we can be doing such more often so that we will learn more about our culture, we will learn more about African history. And then a big congratulations to Nigeria as they celebrate their 65th anniversary today. And a happy new year to all women in the world, as this month is breast cancer awareness month. We urge all women to go to the nearby hospitals to check their breasts, so that we all be safe from breast cancer. Nana, so quickly, let's do our top stories. As we all know, Parliament is on recess, but we will convene on the 14th of this month. A statement by Speaker has indicated that on the 14th of this month, all MPs across all the 275 constituencies should come to Parliament so that we will judge things, to know how to manage the budget. Mid-year, end of year budget is going to be read, bills will be passed, and then other important notice to the general public. And the other issue is about Galamsey. Now we all know how Galamsey is slowly or is quickly affecting Ghanaians. For now, it's not only in the mining sites, but then it is affecting the whole 16 regions in Ghana. I'm saying this because though we don't plant cassava, plantain, and then vegetables and other foodstuffs in Accra, Greater Accra here. I'm using Accra because I'm here, but then we get stuffs from other regions to Accra where we do buy and then eat. For example, so the vegetables, the contomere, we have the tomatoes, and then we have the other plants like plantain, cassava, cocoyam, yam, and then others. Nana, we should ask ourselves that when these chemicals used by the galamseyers are used on the same land that these plants are planted, what are the side effects of it? I'll not talk much because we have Dr. Andrews, who will be joining us very soon. He is an agricultural expert. He will join us very soon to give us more details, to give us the side effects of these galamsey activities, which most stakeholders are now calling on the government to call for a state of emergency so that we can end the activities of galamsey. We know that we have gold. Yes, we have gold, but there are other countries that also have gold, but then they are mining it in a responsible way. Instead of using chemicals to pollute our water bodies, using chemicals to pollute our lands, there are so many ways and measures that we can use in mining gold without any side effects on Ghanaian individuals. So, Nana, I will not talk much. Ghana is safe. It's just that there has been a heavy downpour this evening. It started around 4 p.m. But then we've not had any cases of flooding as we normally hear whenever it rains.
Wow. Thank you so much, Obapa Julie. Obi Beka, one yeram. Yes.
Oh,
And so,
that's it.
you know, and so those of you who don't understand that across the whole global world, it means she is well eloquent indeed. Okay, so that was Obapa Julie there. And we are waiting for Honorable Andrew Adokwe Tego, who is the TUC General Secretary for Agriculture, to join us shortly. In the interim, any of you want to take the headlines that Obapa Julie just gave us regarding the galamsey and also how these poisonous substances are getting into the water bodies and the soil, creating a lot of havocs in that particular motherland. So, who wants to go first? Doc?
Yeah, I want to go first. I want to come in if I'm allowed. Hello?
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Okay, good evening once again. Okay, when I talk about the issue of gold mining and galamsey, it's really pathetic. China is the world's largest gold producer, followed by Russia, Australia, US. Ghana about few assists on the list. However, there's no surface mining in China. Surface mining in China is death sentence, punishable by death sentence, and other countries. Even though China produces more than twice the gold Ghana produces, Russia is producing almost twice the gold Ghana produces. There's no pollution everywhere. Last 2 weeks, I was traveling from Accra to Kumasi, from Accra to Tamale on flight, and somewhere around Branca, to northern part of the country, I was on flight and I took a video. The whole white water is polluted by galamsey. The white water, the water river is now destroyed by galamsey. I took a video. I was on flight and I took that video. It's quite pathetic. If this menace is not checked, it's going to be a disaster for a country. Party politics and affiliation. When MPP was in power, Chemagun to me, Kejimfoa, and close allies of the president were directly benefiting from the galamsey. So they allow it to continue. It's unfortunate that when NDC, some executives of the NDC have also involved themselves in galamsey because they see it as the easiest means to make the money they invested in the campaign back. And that cycle is continuing, and which is very pathetic and sad for our country. Concerning mercury, as my field in medicine and specifically reproductive medicine, mercury causes a lot of harm to embryos and fetus. It also affects the gonads and sperm, and therefore going to affect fertilization, chromosomal abnormalities. That is causing so much defect in the affected areas. Because as the mercury pollutes the water bodies and the food, as you consume this food or substances that contain mercury, it has the potential to affect embryos, especially at early pregnancy. That is trimester, the first trimester, and the process of fertilization. It can affect the chromosomes and cause severe birth defects. And if care is not taken, it's going to be a disaster. The political parties should be able to put their selfish interests away and pursue the interest of motherland. Or this is going to be disastrous for us in future. The Volta River is now threatened by galamsey. I have the video, Nana. I'll send the video to you tomorrow, and you see how the white voter is being destroyed by galamsey. Thank you.
Yes, before anyone else comes in, well said, Doc. And it's just a sad situation. So, what's stopping government with all the armed forces, the policing, all the security forces? Why can't they just put a stop to this nonsense? I understand people are giving birth and children have become deformed. People are getting poisons.
Can I interject there?
Yeah, go on.
The actual mercury side of it, I've read somewhere maybe years ago that it's actually generational. So it's not only going to affect people that are having birth now, but generations later. because it goes that far. Mercury poisoning, mercury in the body system, literally with the chromosomes and stuff like that. It's not just so. So, for example, if I get poisoned, it's not just me. It can go generations as well. When you look at the science, so I think it's a very, very serious thing, and I think that they have the means to stop it, but greed, and I don't think the greed of just a few people should supersede the country. You understand what I mean? You've got more people in Ghana that this would affect than just a few greedy people who can't stop illegal mining of gold.
But this is very sad. And we're supposed to have a government that is in control of all the security services.
No. I think no. I know you say you see most of it is put on government. Government needs to be put under pressure to do things as well, because if you think about it, every government, like you see that article that I sent you about that woman stuck in Ghana.
Yes, the cancer woman.
Yeah, she's British, right? Now no one's saying anything. So she went to Ghana for 2 weeks, right, on a holiday, and she can't get back. She's been there 4 months. She's a cancer patient in England, and they're saying that she's got some discrepancies with her documents. I mean, that's appalling, right? So we have these things happen here. No one's heard about this, right? So the idea that you're gonna sit around and you need to call them out. They need to say things. They need to, gather and do stuff to expose what's happening and try to advocate for things to be stopped. The people have to start a movement of things that if you're not happy with what the government is doing or what's happening, you have to put them under pressure, or even put the opposition party under pressure to do something if the government in power is not doing what they're meant to be doing.
That's an interesting one. And it's sad that the lady with the cancer issue is stuck in Ghana. And we pray that the Home Office or the immigration officers, the one in charge of the Home Office, and I know should have a conscience and sort out this mess, because it doesn't give a very good image to our dear.
So my other issue here is that when there's something, when it's not in your back garden, like I looked at this woman and I thought, hang on a second, that's my auntie. My aunties are that age. They're British, they're born here, they could go, and then they get stuck for 4 months in Ghana, and there's no explanation. They can't come back. You got the video, Nana. You should spread it to give it to the listeners so they can see. It's on Channel 4.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'll have a look and we approve it, and then we do a program on it, because I think if that's the case, that is not fair. She spent most of her adult life in the United Kingdom, and so why should she be stopped from coming back? It doesn't make sense. And with a date of birth and all that thing, I'm sure that all she can do is do a depot affidavit to be signed, and can show that, look, this is me, that date of birth was blah blah blah, this, so probably a little guidance, and then she might be able to return, because this is not giving a good branding and good publicity.
I think it's intentional based on the situation they have with this immigration. We all know that immigration in this country, right, can be stopped immediately if they wanted to. They could do that.
But why would they want to stop immigration?
Well, no, don't you understand? It's a political like, Nigel Farage is going on about there's too many immigrants, and quite frankly, when you check the numbers, that's a load of bull. It's not, the idea of you got immigration actually serves this country. Yeah, most of the nurses in hospitals are from foreign countries, right? Most of the nurses, if you go check most of the nurses and people who are taking the job, the jobs that are being taken, there's a problem. The jobs that are not being done in this country is more like jobs that the British people themselves don't want to do. The foreigners come and they do it. So the idea that we've got too much immigration, yes, because you've actually left it uncontrolled. If you
Well,
want to stop,
let me just chip in. I'm of a different view, and I think that whether they left it through or they didn't leave it through, I think Africans deserves a reparation through the slave trade, colonization, and
they deserve to be here
all
more
the
than them.
various. Yeah, I'm coming. All the various wars. So if an African come, whether legitimately or illegitimately, I don't believe in this nonsense. Once the person has come, is a human being like anybody else. What is that so much that a human being should be treated as if he's an alien from another planet? It doesn't augur well to me, and I think we need to look at it from a different approach. Instead of these media houses ramming some strong-handed heaviness about this immigration thing, I don't think that is fair. And so we are humans first before all these policies comes through. And sometimes some of these illegitimate immigrants wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for some of the actions by our colonial masters, our imperialist masters. So I look at it from those angles. And I think, and also if they leave Africa alone, like Kwame Nkrumah said, the black man can manage his own self. And Kwame Nkrumah proved it by making Ghana a developed country. Those times in the 60s, Ghana was producing everything, Tema Habo, Takrady Habo expansion, the secondary schools, universities, the cars manufacturing, Bonso ties, you name it. And so Ghana had a nuclear facility in the 60s, and just as Kwame Nkrumah embarked on the nuclear facility, was overthrown. Why should it be overthrown? Why can't Ghana also have a 24-hour electricity and also nuclear research for medicine and all that? And this is why sometimes I know Dr. JB gets agitated. JB?
Hello.
It's quite sad, and we'll advocate for the woman to come back. I think that's what we need to do. Yes. Now, we try to reach out to the Honorable Andrew Adokwe Kote to Tego, yes, Tego, to come on the scene. We are not reaching him. He's supposed to also join us by Zoom. We cannot reach him, and I'm sure we can rearrange that next time to have him on. I know Obapa Julie has done her best for us to reach him, but we are still not reaching him, and we'll try our best. Sometimes the networks in Ghana can play up. So probably on our next segment, we'll try and get him to come on. Yes. Right. So Galamsey, and then we have the food crops becoming very poisonous because the water bodies are getting to the soil and producing the food, and the food are becoming very contaminated. This doesn't augur well. The government needs a rethink on the policy to address this thing once and for all. I saw some figures. Obapa, you can come in. The figures say that from Rawlings' era to Kufuor's era to Atamil's era, Mahama era, the first term, they had 91 galamseyers under 100. And when Nana Akufo-Addo came into power, it jumped to 2,000 plus numbers.
Nana, can I just where did these figures come? Where can I get these figures?
Well, I can forward them to you. It's on Joy News, and I have the clip live. So
no, what I'm saying is when they issue the licenses, right? Where do you get the actual number of licenses issued? Where do you get those figures from? Apart from
the licenses are issued at that time. I know there was a PAMC, Precious Mineral department of the our natural resources. It's called PMMC, precious mineral something, and so they go there and get a license, and they are awarded. So I think looking at it, it really escalated from under 100 to 2,100 and something under the tenure of Nana Addo Kufuor. Nana Addo and Vice President Bawumia. Yes. And so that is a situation that this government needs to address. But what I'm picking up is that this government is becoming very complicit. And it seems that they're not being able to address it properly. And I'm sure Obapa Julie can give us a little gist about that. Obapa is muted. So Doc, any idea why the government is finding it very difficult?
Okay, you're asking the idea why government is finding it difficult in fighting Galamsey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what's happened. The politicians themselves are neck deep involved in the Galamsey. For example, we have somebody like Chairman Wuntumi in the previous administration, who was the regional chairman of the political party, and who was actually neck deep in the Galamsey activity. I went to the Western region. There was someone called Mrikudika. I think he was a minister or deputy minister under Kufuor's government. He was neck deep in the Galamsey. The national women organizer of MPP, Kejemfa, who was neck deep in the Galamsey. And when NDC took over, it seems some executives of NDC see the Galamsey or the minor activities as the lucrative means by which they can recoup the money they invested in the Galamsey back. So who is going to arrest you? Is the president going to arrest his own party chairman and executives, which they find is very difficult, because the approach of the president, the government themselves are directly involved. They find it difficult to actually apprehend those people. For example, Kufuor's issue was worse. One man was interviewed on Al Jazeera. His name is called Alitias Matthias. He confirmed and stated without any ambiguity on Al Jazeera that he smuggles $40 million of gold every month from Ghana with the help of President Kufuor. He said it on Al Jazeera, and the video is out there. You can see. So if the president himself will collaborate with gold smugglers and Galamsey to smuggle gold out of Ghana, how do you expect the government to have the balls to
Can I interject? Doc, can I interject? So if a president, an ex-president or ex-minister, right, is involved in something that is seen criminal, can't they be accountable for it? Where's the law?
Yes, they can be accountable for it. But if in a situation whereby the government himself is involved, it becomes difficult for the government. So the presidents have to have the political will to fight it, or else they will just organize press conference and talk about it, and nothing will happen. Unless the president of Ghana, President Mahama, decides to have the political will to take serious difficult action against them, that nothing will stop. It will just be from one symposium, one conference, press conference, and nothing will happen.
Okay. So my issue is this: they're doing something. This is a new term, new presidency, right?
Yeah.
It can't stop. At least it should stop.
It should stop. Mahama must stop it. Mahama must stop it. You know, in my field of practice, in America for the fertility, I'm doing IVF and embryologist. You do something called PGT, which is a pre-implantation genetic testing. These are the procedures. And as you say, you have couples and one couple, one is briefly. I'm just explain briefly.
Okay, Doc, let me interject with you a bit. I think we've got the Honorable Andrews Adokwe-Tego on the line. Let me just go straight and welcome him to the show, and then we can have a brief 10 minutes, 15 minutes with him. So, hello, Honorable Andrews Adokwe-Tego. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, and good evening from Ghana.
Oh, great, great. I'm so pleased to have you on the show. We've been looking forward to interject with you for a while, but we thank God you've been able to make it.
Thank you too.
All right, so our audiences worldwide, this is the Pan African channel, Voice of London TV, with a feed to Voice of London Radio and our sister stations. Our social media handles YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, iTunes, and Spotify, and the rest are all tuned in, and we are all grateful for your support. We're so glad to have Honorable Andrew with us tonight.
you.
He's the General Secretary for the TUC by the Department of Agric. So let me go straight to and Andrew. How was your day anyway?
Yeah, the day had been very good. And being the general secretary to a farmers organization, I always say that if you have eaten a meal today, then you need to thank a farmer or pray for a farmer's success. The day had been very, very good.
But others are saying it's been very treacherous, and I know as a general secretary for the farmers and all that, and you love your crops to grow, isn't it, and make more profits.
Yeah, that is you're right. It's a chain. When we grow well and we grow healthily, then you also have food. You have it on time, and it is a decent and like very safe food. So it's a chain. It's all of us who are involved.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Now, our audiences worldwide, as you know, we are in the middle of the city of London, United Kingdom, and across the whole globe, the diasporans. We are so grateful to have you on. Who would you? Can you give us a brief description of yourself in terms of who you are?
Yeah, my name is Andrew Adokwetego. Like you rightly said, I'm an agricultural engineer by training, and then the general secretary for the General Agricultural Workers Union, GAWU for short, one of the 23 affiliates of the Ghana TUC with over 100,000 membership across the agricultural fraternity all over Ghana. And those who know GAWU, we are also affiliated to the International Union of Food (IUF) with the head office in Geneva with over 196 million members around the world. So that is GAWU. We represent both small scale farmers, that is peasants in rural communities, in cocoa, in the oil palm, in the fishing, and then we also negotiate for conditions of service for those in formal agriculture, that is in cocoa, in rice, in oil palm, in general agriculture, and all spheres. So we are within the agricultural space in Ghana. So you rightly said so.
Wow, that's powerful. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. So,
Thank you.
did you study abroad or you studied in Ghana? Because for that qualification, that's a very expertise area, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It is. Most of my education was gained on the job.
Oh,
So it included, I'm a graduate of the University of Ghana,
oh,
and
okay.
then also did some courses in the Berlin School of Economics, and then the Institute of Social Studies in Den Haag. And then those are work-related
True.
academic courses that we did to support our members.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Yes. This is quite interesting. So, it means that we are going to be self-sufficient when it comes to food, and Ghana and Africa don't have to be dependent on actually importing food. But I don't think we are quite there yet. With your position, do you foresee that we can make those strides?
Yes, I see some positivities nowadays. There are two types of commodities: the cash crops, those that we produce but we necessarily don't process, and then we export for income, and those that we produce to consume, and then we do. The first one is cocoa.
Right.
In
Good.
cocoa, where we do our chocolate and the rest. Ghana has the premium quality cocoa. What we say premium quality, it means that cocoa that is above the normal cocoa bean you can see all over the world. Ghana's cocoa is quality. In recent days, we have been uh, involved in certain practices that we are all fighting. Galamsey and its things. And if we win the Galamsey battle, it will help us to increase productivity and then still enjoy Ghana being the second largest producer of the cocoa bean in all over the world, and then the only one with the premium quality. Then when we come to other crops that we consume, so let's take rice for instance. Ghana has the capacity to produce the rice that we will eat in Ghana for our over 30 million population. We have the capacity. Currently, we are producing probably at 50% level. Let me put the average. And we have the dams, the irrigation facilities, the irrigation infrastructure to be able to produce all the rice that we need in Ghana, and then also begin to export some. So when we put the right policy frame in place, Ghana will increase our export in agricultural commodities, and then increase our processing of some of the things we export raw like cocoa.
I tell you what, this is just interesting. I wish we have more time for you. We are hard pressed with time, but I'm
Okay.
sure we can organize. You are a very nice chap. We love you already, and I'm
Thank
sure
you.
that uh, we'll be having some more time with you to educate
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
enlighten us with our position in
yeah,
terms of those of us in the diaspora, because we always
yeah,
yearn to see what our leaders and people like you, the technocrats,
yeah,
can
yeah,
contribute to the well-being of our
mm,
people. Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, we want to come back and don't want to return, because home sweet home.
Yes, yes, yes. And there are opportunities here around this time for you too in
Yes.
the processing area. So we'll talk more about that.
Sure. So what I'm gonna do now, I've got so much things we can discuss so much, because your
Okay.
expertise is very vital for this program and for our audiences worldwide as well. And so what I'm gonna do, I have special guests on a platform. I'm going to ask if anybody has a question for you quickly, and then we can bring the show to a close, because we have another show coming up in just a few minutes. So
Okay.
let's see if we can get one or two questions for you, and then we can run up, and then we arrange properly, and then you can come back on again as many times as possible. So, Dr.
Can
JB, Kessie,
Yeah, I've got a question.
Obapa Julie. Yeah, who has a question? Go on.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask our guest what's his view on genetically modified seeds, for example, because I do know that that's another issue with agriculture in terms of regrowth and growing crops in general.
Honorable, did you
Yeah.
hear him? He's talking about a GMO issue.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
That's more of a
Um,
security question as well. What are we going
yeah.
to be doing?
There are discussions on that, but we'll just state our view and give reasons for our view. Of course, there are some positives in the GMO processes where you can quickly increase production and multiply um, uh, food productivity within a short time. But sometimes we, as a union, ask ourselves, at what cost do you do that? So, for example, if you do a GMO for maize, and then you finish growing maize. In Ghana, for example, our tradition is that when we grow maize, the farmers themselves store some of their maize to become seed for the next season, time
Yeah.
for planting. Yeah,
Mhm.
with a GMO one, when
You
you
can't do
finish
that.
that, you cannot do that. You will need dollar to import the seed, and our farmers do not have that opportunity, and we don't sell our products in dollar. And so, if we do not do activities that will help us to follow the processes where we own our agriculture, we produce our own seed, we plant it, we produce our own food, not modified, but in a way that is healthy, that also meets our needs. I think we are better off with that one. So research is
So,
very good.
sorry,
But
can I
GMOs,
interject? Can I interject a little bit there?
please go ahead, please.
The reason why I asked that question is Monsanto, right?
Yeah,
Monsanto are storing seeds, right, in the mountain
yes,
somewhere. And
yes,
the point I'm making is that GMO is designed for us to actually be in a position to, many years to come, we'll probably have to import seeds that we need ourselves, which we grow in our own countries from
yeah,
abroad, because we're not storing our own seeds and sort of germinating them for the future. That's
yeah.
more of a security crop question on in
And
our land.
Yeah,
and one thing about
yeah,
the GMO foods, as you said, what Godlu said, it's a threat to our survival, our independence, and our security as a whole. Because the Monsanto seed they produce, they're patent, they're banned by patent. So if Ghana, if Ghana Atomic Energy Commission or the Ghana Biosecurity Authority have the knowledge to produce the seeds, because of the patents, you cannot produce. So the Western world are going to dictate for us what we should eat and what we should cook. And that's a threat to our survival as a country. And that must stop.
yes. Yes, I was not quick to say no because I wanted to educate before I come to my conclusion. What you have
Mm.
said is exactly so. GMOs are a threat to our agriculture, and the GMO will not favor the small agriculture holder that we have. That our small farmers, we are an agrarian economy, and majority of our people, 60 to 70, are smallholders in rural communities, and they do not need GMO at this time because they
We should
cannot
ban the whole
buy the
country.
seed.
Total ban
Yes,
of it.
yes. So
Remember,
GMO is not what we conquer.
I'm gonna go as far as nano. Can I interject a little bit?
Nanotechnology.
The technology with nanotechnology and stuff like that, they can literally modify the seeds that they send to Africa by science, right?
Of
And
course.
I'm not
I've
very
been doing
it's
it.
not very secure, and I think we
Okay,
should.
okay, guys. I think we are hard pressed with time. My engineer is just
Okay,
on my case, and I can't even concentrate. So I need to
okay.
bring the whole show to a halt. You know, I
Yes,
don't
thank
want my
you.
engineer to go. You know, so it's a very it confuses me. I can't even ask the right question. So I apologize for that, and I apologize to the engineer for getting on his case and his time. What we'll do is we have to arrange properly so that we can have you and then at an appropriate time properly we can. I think tomorrow is fine. I don't know your schedule, Honorable. What's your schedule
Yes.
tomorrow?
Tomorrow is fine.
That's great because tomorrow
Yeah.
we don't have that late program, so we can go through. We can start late and end late, so that'll be perfect. All right.
Right.
So I wish to thank our panelists and the person of John Kessie, Dr. John Mensah, our beautiful Obapa Julie, and yourself for availing yourself, the General Secretary that is to the
Of Gawu.
farmers and the TUC. You are doing a yeoman's job. Kudos to your elbow. We applaud you so much. I'm sure that once we in the diaspora can interject with you people, we can actually make that change that Kwame Nkrumah yearned for. It's not too late. They say that a journey of 1,000 miles, the first step has to be taken. So thank you once again, Honorable Andrew Ado Kwe Tego. Have I got
Thank
any
you.
right?
You got it right.
It's a pleasure.
Bucket. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you for coming.
All right. So thank you also to all our viewers worldwide. We thank you so much. May God bless you all. And definitely we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Those on the social media handles, our channels, and all those of you also on the Zoom. God bless you and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye.
All right.
Bye.